So today I want to talk about something that's been very real for me for a long time, but became very clear lately, and it's food. You know, not just eating when I'm hungry, but those moments where I notice myself thinking about food, like imagining food, even when I'm not hungry. You know, it's like I can already feel myself scanning, where would I eat food? What would I eat? And sometimes it's not about hunger at all. It's about comfort or boredom. It's about soothing. It's about feeling something that has nothing to do with my stomach or the energy that I need for the day. um, this all started the other day, and that day I had a full breakfast, sausage, eggs, cereal, matcha, Greek yogurt, berries. I was raised on a ranch, so I ate a big breakfast. And it was more than enough fuel for me, probably for 3/4 of the day. But a couple of hours later, I was out pumping gas, and I caught myself in a whole thought pattern about food again. It was wild. And I wasn't hungry, but my body wasn't asking, but my mind was playing this game. Like, where could I eat? Where can I stop? What would make me feel good right now? And obviously, it wasn't about nourishment. That was very clear. It was about habit. It was about chasing a certain feeling. When I sit down with this and I really mull it over, I realize food has always been my substitute for soothing. Since a kid. It always has been. I've always been that short, fat kid with a speech impediment, kind of thing. And psychologically, it makes sense. Growing up, I didn't always have safe people around me to comfort me. So, or to teach me, healthy self-soothing. So my brain found something reliable, food. Food became the hero. The one thing that was always there. The one thing I could choose for myself to control. The one thing I could feel, taste, and enjoy no matter what the chaos was around me. And now, even years later, when I'm not hungry, my brain goes back to that old loop. If you're uncomfortable, if you're lonely, if you're uncertain, think about food. Food will comfort you, And thinking about this spiritually, though, I know that what I'm really hungry for is not food. What I'm hungry for is presence. What I'm hungry for is love. What I'm hungry for is the safety of belonging to myself. Food is just the symbol my body reaches for, but the soul knows no amount of snacks or meals can ever fill that deeper hunger. The only thing that truly satisfies is receiving of myself. Letting myself feel I am love, I'm safe, I'm enough. The food thought is just a doorway, a signal. It's my soul whispering, you don't need to choose something. You need to be with yourself. Like, you need to be nourished by your own presence with love. And of course, science has something to say here too. So I always look at it from psychology, spirituality, and science. And when I think about food, even without eating, my brain lights up with dopamine. It's like a dopamine pathway. It gives me a little hit of pleasure just for imagining it. If I've paired certain places, like driving, gas stations, errands, with eating in the past, my brain wires those cues together. So just standing there at the pump makes my body think food should be next. This is the routine. That's how powerful conditioning is. It's survival wiring too. Our ancestors had to scan for food constantly. Like, my body doesn't know. I have a fridge at home, you know. It just knows see food, think food, want food, you know. And once I took all of that into consideration, you know, this is how I integrated it, right? So what do I do in those moments? How do I interrupt the loop without shaming myself? You know, here's a practice I've been using: awareness. You know, I pause, I see it, I name it out loud. This isn't hunger. This is just an old soothing loop. And I reframe it. I remind myself food isn't the only comfort. I can comfort myself with presence. And my heart space. I place my hand over my heart, on my chest, and close my eyes, and I breathe. And I say inwardly, I am love. I am whole. I am my own nourishment. I imagine love filling me from my heart outward, spreading all the way through my body. And I sit with that, and I feel that humming, you know. And I practice box breathing if it really is like too much for me. And I inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4. It's like a box, right? And as I exhale, I soften my shoulders and unclench my jaw and let out my belly. I tell my nervous system, we're safe. We don't need food. We're already safe here. And when I do this, the craving doesn't always disappear instantly, but the charge around it softens. I no longer feel powerless. I feel present. I feel sovereign. And sometimes, I even smile to myself and I realize I didn't need food. I just needed myself. So if you felt this too, that pull towards food even when you're not hungry, know that you're not alone, and there's no shame in it. There's no guilt. It doesn't mean you're broken. It means your body and your mind find a way to soothe once in a while and once upon a time, and now you're learning new ways to nourish yourself. The mantra I keep coming back to is this, okay? I don't need to be filled to be whole. I am whole. I am love. I am enough. Yeah. That's the nourishment I've been craving all along. And if you have too, I love you, and I'm glad you're here.